well, not out there. But it's been raining since yesterday. Oh, look, we're here. Oh, my hair is a mess. But yeah, it's a beautiful Saturday. Happy Saturday.
This car can drive on the streets and it can also take off and land like a helicopter. The wings even come in and out. The price of this is $150,000. This car is coming out of China. It's called XPeng. It's a car company that's developing a bunch of all-electric vehicles and self-driving technology. So this can fit up to 2 passengers. The vehicle has 8 propellers, 4 tires, and a total of 12 electric motors. It's also been designed so that it can actually drive on roads and go through drive-thrus without actually impacting other vehicles. That's why the propellers come inside. It already did take flight in China, and there are plans to actually sell this to everyday passengers around China, and their aim is to eventually go international. The estimated fly time for its regular flying car is about 35 minutes, but this is actually very crazy to me because XPeng a few years ago did make a electric helicopter basically that looks like a car, but this is the first time I've ever seen something that can literally double as both a helicopter and then drive as a car. Imagine what can happen if you're stuck in traffic and you just want to switch to air mode. XPeng is also releasing their own version of a Cybertruck. Now the Cybertruck also comes with an electric mini helicopter. So the Cybertruck is 6 wheels, and if you want you can just get in your little electric helicopter up to 2 passengers. Of course the Cybertruck will not.
I want to make a video talking about China flying car. I'm scared to post it because I was on my way to work in the car putting on my moisturizer and my hair was looking a mess. I was looking a mess. I'm like, these people could judge me. You know, I just want to go ahead and post it anyway, so don't judge me. When I was a little girl and I was watching cartoons and Teen Titans and all these really like watch cartoons or like, you know, animation kind of thing. But you know, and you usually see like flying cars and a spaceship and all these different things, and you was just thought like, that's just like an experiment of imagination. That's not real. That would never happen. That is not possible. There's no way it could be possible. But for sure, you're all human. Like for sure, you're all we as a nation, as a people, as a, you know what I mean, as the world, human being, our human race is so advanced in technology in 2025. China, let me just get a round of applause. Wait, I think I rushed it. China just launched the Here taxi. And applause. Things what I thought was impossible. Things that I didn't even. It's just like I'm like, how? You know what I mean? And when you get the time to do that, they say it took them 15 years to accomplish that, and I'm so proud of China. Round of applause. So they say China launch a BYD project. If I'm not correct, you could always feel free to correct me in the comment section. But them say China just launched them own air taxi, and I'm gonna show you while I'm talking. I'm gonna show you clips of that, darling. I'm just so amazed. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, what? And they say China even creates a railway that is like, first of all, the BYD flying car factory, they say it's big as a city, right? And then still they create a railway that is, I can't even tell you how much kilometer and how big and large that is. And I is what Asia is the continent, the name of the continent, G, and China is in it. So I know they're very large. So let me tell you how it started. So yesterday we traveling, right? And G talking about China is the best, is the leading in car brand in the world or whatever. But anyways, G was talking about that, and I was like, I had to intervene. I was like, no, China car are Nissan, Mazda, Mitsubishi, and they're weak, cheap brand. Nobody really fancy them, right? And then G sent me a link, and then from there I started doing my research, and I realized that
these cars is not gonna only be available in China, but China making it international, right? And because it's so cheap, Donald Trump, however, they're so hungry because it's like it's so cheap, and China not doing business with the U.S. president, but they're doing business internationally. So any car dealer could just go and invest, who have a lot of money, could just go and invest in China flying car right now in 2025 and make a lot of money, and the government don't have no control over that. You know what I mean? And then Tesla, which is Elon Musk brand, which was the leading car brand in America, or I don't know if internationally, they drop stock, they say, right? So now China is on top. Because remember, they was leading, but they was expensive. China now leading and it's cheap. So anybody who have money, who in the car dealership, could just go and invest in that. And you know what I mean? Only way the government could fight against that is like when you're trying to import it in your country. They probably gonna come up with, I think America, they're gonna have like FFA or FDA or some shit policy. I don't know what they call in Trinidad, and I don't know what they call in in you know what I mean, in Jamaica. I don't know, Coast Guard, custom, all these people probably gonna get a hard time too. You know what I mean? To get it in. But you know what I mean? It's so popular in China, and it gonna be like, cause I'm like, if I know getting a car, right? And I'm like, why would I invest in a car or could just, you know what I mean, when I could invest in a flying car? If you have money and you not buy a flying car, or buy, and you know what I mean? So it's just a good investment. And I feel like Trump is mad, or Trump gonna be mad, because he not gonna have no control of that. Only way he could control it, or the only control of it, is to get it in your country. You know what I mean? To get it in your country. But you can imagine somebody said that they're coming to look for you, or coming by you or whatever. One time you could have just been looking through your window. Now you have to go outside and look up in the air. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow. I'm like, what next? You know what I mean? Like, if we reach flying cars, what we gonna have next? We're gonna have the Magic City or the Flare City that is in the cloud. You know what I mean? Like, we don't, you see, we improving and evolving like a whole being. You see, like, what next? You know what I mean? Next, we're gonna be living on the sun. You know what I mean? Like, what next? You know what I mean? I'm stop putting limitation on human being, and like, you know what I mean, how creative they could be, or, you know what I mean? Oh, expansive. Like, I can't even find words. I'm just like, what next? You know what I mean? What next? And I'm looking to China too, like, what next? I see Africa coming, but Asia leaving, you know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for watching. I look a mess. I look handsome today. So as you can see, I'm on my way to work, but I stopped to make my video. These days, sometimes I run so late that I can't even stop to moisturize at home, and I come to do it here. So see you when I see you, and have the most wonderful day, darling.